Hello everybody and welcome to your Revive session. This is going to be more of a stretching session and it's just going to allow you to kind of decompress, release some stress, release some tension in the body, and just feel a little bit more flexible and mobile after. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, just find a good comfortable position to sit in. And we're going to start off with some deep breathing. So I want you to inhale in through your nose, close your eyes. Exhale out through your mouth. Do that again. Big inhale in through your nose. Exhale out. And this last one, we're going to do a big inhale and you're going to sigh. So inhale in. Exhale, sigh. Probably felt good. Do one more. Big deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. All right, we're going to start all the way at the top with our head rolls. So just go ahead, you can keep your eyes closed. Roll your head all the way around to one side. And do it again. Big head roll. One more time, all the way up and around. And switch it over. You can take your time with these. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Get full, 3 full ones in, and then bring it back to center. Just come back to that breath again. Go ahead and roll those shoulders out a couple different times, up and back. Good. All right, we're going to take a big deep breath in. Go ahead and open your eyes. Reach those arms all the way up, and we're going to exhale, fold over to one side, whatever side feels good for you. And just shining open that chest. Bending into that standing elbow that's on the ground. Good. Bring it back through center, switch it over, other side. Big inhale up, and then exhale. Good, back through center. We're gonna take that big deep breath in again. Inhale in. This time, grasping onto the fingertips and reaching them up towards the ceiling, big stretch up. And then we're gonna exhale, forward fold. So just down into a comfortable position here. You can also take a child's pose if this doesn't feel good for you. And then just walk your hands over to one side. You're going to start to feel a shift in your hips. You'll feel a good stretch there. Deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead and walk it on over to the other side. Bring it back through center. And then just walk those hands back up. We're actually gonna switch legs that's in front. So it's always kind of funny to me because we always typically go for the same leg that's up and over. So this may feel non-traditional to you, but you're gonna take a big deep breath in. If you're doing child's pose, just do this again. Inhale in, interlace those fingers and fold it forward. Maybe taking note of some differences side to side. One side always is usually a little more tight than the others. Go ahead and take your hands over to one side, shifting that body weight, walking those fingertips away from your body. Inhaling and exhaling, don't lose that breath. Walk it over to the other side. Take deep breath in. Exhale out. All right, go ahead and bring it back to center. So we are gonna start with a little bit of core to warm you up a little bit. So we're gonna swing those legs around into a hands and knees position. We're gonna start with a couple cat-cows. So you're gonna inhale, drop your belly and lift your gaze. Exhale, round out. Inhale, do it again. Drop that belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round down. One more time, biggest inhale, inhale all that energy into those lungs. Exhale out. This time coming into a neutral tabletop position, taking out that left leg and that right arm. Now you may be familiar with this move. Today we're just gonna hold it here. So pick that toe up off the ground, draw your belly button in towards your spine. So instead of it being arched, you wanna have it tucked under here. Fingertips are releasing out in front of you, streaming energy here. Widen those fingertips from your hand on the ground. Take it out to a really wide stance here. Hold it a little longer. Can you lengthen your leg a little bit more and your arm a little more? Exhale, drop it down. Beautiful. Go ahead and switch it over, other side. Right leg is going to extend all the way out. Left arm is going to lift. Tuck that belly button under, draw your core in. Relax those shoulders down away from your ears. Imagine energy streaming from those fingertips all the way out in front of you and through your heel all the way behind you. Lengthen out a little longer, draw the core in, and set it down. Nice job. All right, we're gonna take it into our first plank of the day. So we are getting right into it here. Modification, as always, is on your knees. We're gonna keep on our hands here. You're either here in a modified position or we're tucking under. Hold it here. So we're gonna slow things down a lot today because what I want you to focus on is that energy, those shaky moments, and breathing through them. So when you start to feel that shake, lean into that and use your breath to help you get through it. Big deep breath in, inhale, exhale out. And just finding that inner strength to keep going. There are a lot of things in life that are going to challenge you. And here on our mat is where we find that strength to get through those things that are off our mat. So if you can get through this plank, I swear you can get through anything. Good, hold it a little longer. If you need to modify, as always, set those knees down, but challenge yourself. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Great job. Walk it out into a child's pose. Arms extend out in front. Take a big deep inhale in. Exhale out. This time going into a low forearm plank. So forearm planks are my favorite. You're going to take those hands, place them down onto the ground. Elbows are in line with your hands. You're going to tuck those toes under and come up into your plank. Modification as always. Setting those knees down, holding right here. So keeping that body weight forward. You want your shoulders to pretty much be in line with your elbows here. And then feel that shake once again start to happen. Now, if you ever feel this in your lower back, there are two options. You can lift your hips a little higher, I'm okay with that. Or setting those knees down right here, you can also elevate yourself up onto a surface like a bench, a countertop, a table, a couch, anything that will lift you a little higher off that ground. Yes, we're still holding here. Deep breaths in through your nose and out your mouth. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Nice job. We're going to flip it over into a seated position now. So planks are one of the best ways to help increase your core endurance, but we do have some other moves that we can do too that will help out with that. So starting in a position here, we're just going to come into a little C curve. A lot of times people will use a little ball that you can place behind your back. It's called a Pilates ball, and that will help support you in this. So you're going to lean back, brace your core as if somebody's going to punch you in the stomach. So you want to think about like bracing in tight and holding there. And then breathing through your diaphragm as you keep that tensed is one of the hardest things to learn. So we're just holding this for now. And we're going to work on breathing in this position. So inhale in. Don't let that belly come out. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale. It helps to put your hand on your stomach. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Maybe you lift your feet now. This is an advanced variation. You don't have to be here. Find what works for you. Exhaling in and out. Good. The higher the feet, the harder it is. So if you want to take it up into a full boat pose, you can here, but don't collapse with that lower back. If you collapse, take it back down. Good. If you can reach those arms all the way up, do so. You can keep those feet on the ground. Deep breaths here. Hold it. Lean back a little further for 8. Breathe. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo. Just go ahead and stretch it out. Do whatever feels good for you. I like to just roll around sometimes. All right, we're gonna flip it over. So onto our side now. So hip will be on the ground, and you're just gonna take a modified plank position. So your knees will be in line, and you're just simply going to come up into a modified plank. I like to have one leg bent and the top leg straight. From this position, we are going to just simply lift that leg off the ground and hold here. Now this is one variation. This is our modified variation, or you can take it right here. Level 3 would be a full side plank variation. And there are always two options there. You can do stacked or staggered feet. Good, opposite arm will be up towards the ceiling, elbow open, and hold there. Feel that shake. Feel that initiation start to happen in that core. Good, we're working that side oblique here. Keep those hips square towards me. Modifying once again is down here. Good, or you can have that foot down on the ground. Push away from the ground a little bit further for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, nice job. We're gonna swing it on over to the other side. Same exact move, opposite side now. Keeping the distance between your shoulders. Come up into that modified side plank position. Hand will come up towards the ceiling. When you're ready, lifting that top leg. Good, hold there. Advanced variation right here, coming up into that full side plank and holding there. Good, there is another variation that you can add on here, which is that top leg being straight. That is up to you. If you are at that level, definitely take it. Why not challenge yourself here? Keep those hips up and open, come on, you got this. Deep breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, great job. All right, so we warmed up that core a lot here. Those are just some planks that you can do each time you do one of your stretches. And I like to pair them back to back with the stretching routine that I do, because it just helps keep my core engaged and help it stay strong. So we're gonna flip around into a pigeon stance now. So coming into, I like to call this a cheerleader stance, actually sitting like a cheerleader, but you can take that back leg either all the way straight, which is for my more flexible people, or you can keep it right here. And we're gonna fold over that front leg. So we're stretching out that front hip. I prefer to have my leg straight back behind me. Now the biggest thing that you wanna see here is that the opposite hip is down on the ground. So if you are way up here, I want you to sit all the way down onto that hip, pull out that foot from underneath you. It doesn't have to be very far, and then try to roll over. If you're already in that stretch, just go ahead and relax down. And then we want to eventually work towards that foot being out away from us. Now you don't need to force it though. So I like to say a lot of times in these stretches, you're maybe around a 5 or a 6 on a scale from 1 to 10. If you're at a 10, you've gone too far. You don't want to be clenching your jaw. Try to just relax. And when you feel comfortable, take it all the way down to your forearms if that's available to you. You can always grab a block or something to help elevate you off the ground as well. And if you can take it all the way down to the ground where you relax your head down too, that's always great. Taking some big deep inhales and exhales. Letting that stress just melt away. If you feel any tension in that front hip, just breathing into it, sending your breath right to that area. Relax the muscles in your face, in your jaw. Relax those shoulders down. Let that back hip round towards the ground. Trying not to let your mind leave here. And if it does, just try to let that go. That thought that comes in, just send it away. It's just you here on this mat right now. Taking a big deep inhale in. You're gonna exhale and let yourself fall a little bit more into that stretch, noticing that your body's starting to loosen up. That tension's starting to let go. It may be starting to get uncomfortable, so I want you to breathe through that. And on each exhale, just imagine that stress or that tension leaving your body. Enjoy the stretch for a little longer. We're gonna hang out here. Close your eyes. Allow yourself that sense of relaxation. Drop down a little lower. yourself slowly back up. I know, sometimes you just want to sit there forever. We're gonna slowly walk ourselves back. So try not to come out of these stretches too much, especially when we do them for a really long time. You're just gonna windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then go ahead and switch over to the other side. So getting right into that position here. Opposite leg, so remember, cheerleader stance to start off with. And when you're ready, just walking yourself down into that positioning. There were those two options with the back leg bent or the back leg straight here. Make sure that opposite hip is down onto the ground. Finding some space here for that opposite side. And taking note, if it's a little bit tighter, that's okay. Or maybe this is your good side. You're gonna slowly walk yourself down to your forearms. And then eventually melting all the way down. Trying to release any tension in your head, your neck, your facial muscles, maybe even in your knees. Just trying to let everything just relax down to the ground. And if those thoughts start to just creep in, just try to send them away. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on your breath. If you're moving a lot around in this stretch, a lot of times it helps to just find that best positioning right now, even if you have to move around a couple times, and then just let yourself sit in that if you can. So try to avoid a bunch of movement. If it feels uncomfortable, shift it, but sometimes it helps to push through that discomfort. Letting your chest start to fall closer to that ground. Maybe noticing your stomach is starting to get closer to your shin. Not judging yourself for any lack of flexibility. You're here today just honoring your body. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, let yourself fall a little closer to that mat. Allowing yourself to just sit here for a little longer, breathing through, feeling that stretch through your hip. Go ahead and slowly start to walk those hands back up. Good. Rolling off to one side, windshield wipering those legs out again one more time. Good. Side to side. Nice job. All right, last one that we're gonna do here is a forward fold stretch. So you're gonna take those legs as wide as you can out to the sides. So if you need to, sometimes it helps to kind of sit up and push your butt back behind you. Your feet are gonna be facing up towards the ceiling. And then when you feel ready, you're just gonna allow yourself into a forward fold. So I like to go really wide with my legs if I can. So sometimes it helps to even have like a bed or a railing or something to be able to help you pull forward. Sometimes a couch helps, a person. You can do some partner stretching. And you're just gonna slowly start to let yourself fall forward. And don't be judgmental here. It takes a while to get flexible. So every day, honestly, it doesn't take that long. It just takes consistency. So every day, just work towards getting a little bit further in your stretches, or even just getting more consistent with it. And naturally, you'll be able to start getting further in those stretches. So walking those hands forward as much as you can, and you're gonna notice pretty quickly that your body's gonna start to release. If you're up here And you're really tight right now. It's always helpful to bring your legs in a little closer together. You can always grab onto the back of the knees or your legs to help you. We're gonna walk our hands over to our left side, and you're just gonna shift that body weight. Reach that arm open, stretching out that side body. Take that hand down, and you're gonna just simply release it down towards the leg. If you can't quite grab onto your toes, you can always grab behind your calf or your knee. Good, go ahead and switch it over, other side. Reaching for that opposite foot all the way up and over. Good, bringing that hand down and stretching towards that knee. All right, go ahead and bring it back up to the top. We're gonna take it onto our backs here. You can hug your knees into your chest. So just giving yourself a little bit of gratitude and appreciation for everything that your body just did. Taking a big deep breath in, sigh it out. Releasing your right leg, your left leg, sorry, your right leg is gonna be up towards your body. And then you're just gonna let that leg fall over naturally. So don't force it here, just coming into a little spinal twist. Opposite arm, your hand can be up towards that ceiling. Feeling a stretch all the way through the back, it should feel good. Inhaling and exhaling, letting that knee just gradually fall down towards the ground, letting gravity do the work. Go ahead and bring it back in through center. Switching it over, opposite leg draws all the way in, and then let it come across that body. Opposite hip peels up off that ground. Good. Keeping those shoulders close to the ground. They don't have to be completely planted, but closer to the ground. Deep breaths in and out. Go ahead and bring it back in center. All right, we're gonna take your legs all the way out to the corners here and just giving ourselves a last little bit to just decompress here. Taking a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out your mouth. Rolling those shoulders down and back, shaking out those legs. And just reminding ourselves of what an honor it is to be able to move our body on a daily basis. So many people don't get that privilege. But here you are, doing exactly what's right for you, your mental health, and your physical health. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.